This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Thursday, September 21st, 2023. I'm Alex Brown. West Lafayette-based LeafSpec, which has developed a first-of-its-kind portable hyperspectral crop leaf imager, is one of 20 finalists in Grow NY, a competition designed to enhance ag innovation in upstate New York. CEO Jian Jin said his technology caught the eye of local growers after a visit to Cornell University.
People are really in need of the very high accuracy sensors to tell them when and how much they should put in water and fertilizers in the greenhouse production, so they can really manage their greenhouse growing much better.
The AgTech company says its device allows growers to see more information about pigments, nutrients, disease, and other stresses on crop leaves much earlier than the human eye would notice. The finalists will pitch their business plans in November, with the winner taking home $1 million. The University of Notre Dame will soon offer a new option for childcare to its students, faculty, and staff. The university says it will begin construction next year on a new on-campus childcare facility to be operated by Oregon-based KinderCare. Details of the financial investment were not disclosed. The Virginia-based Global Entrepreneurship Network is bringing its annual Global Entrepreneurship Congress event to Indianapolis in 2025. It will be only the second time the event, which attracts about 2,500 entrepreneurs, investors, and startup ecosystem builders, has been held in the U.S. since 2009. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
For 25 years, we've had the honor of telling the story of Indiana business. More than 1,300 shows, 8,000 interviews. We've traveled from Valparaiso to Versailles, Fort Wayne to Fort Branch, and everywhere in between. And we are just getting started. Our team is passionate about Indiana business because your story is worth telling. Join us every week as we travel the state to bring you Indiana's story. Inside Indiana Business, 25 years and counting.
The Indiana State Budget Committee last week released $7.4 million in general funds for improvements at South Bend International Airport. The funding will be used to bring upgrades to the airport's entrance in an 800-foot area dedicated to passenger drop-off and pickup. Work will include projects like window replacement and updated landscaping to refresh the overall appearance of the airport's entrance, as well as new public safety features. Airport CEO Mike Daigle.
What we're trying to do is make some aesthetic improvements, really, and also increase safety to the front of the building for the traveling public. The project includes raised crosswalks that will help reduce the driving speed of vehicles across the front of the building, and also provide a continuous elevation of walkway from the public parking lot into the building. This will also increase the passenger and customer ease and comfort.
With the funding now secured, South Bend Airport officials will now shift their attention to work on engineering concepts, design plans, and securing bids. Officials say they have not set a firm timeline, but expect work to begin by summer 2024. Nearly 3 years after it was closed, Munster-based Three Floyds Brewing Company is looking to reopen its flagship brew pub. Our partners at the Times of Northwest Indiana report the brewery is also looking to expand the venue when it opens. The brew pub was closed in December 2020 due to the pandemic, but town manager Dustin Anderson said the brewery approached the town about an expansion that would not only reopen the brew pub, but add an outdoor patio concept as well. The company is set to go before the Munster Board of Zoning Appeals and Plan Commission on October 10th. Local leaders in Highland were pleasantly surprised to learn their quaint town of 23,000 is a trending place to live. At number 6, Highland joined 2 other mid-sized Midwest cities on Realtor.com's hottest zip codes of 2023 list, which was curated to show where homebuyers want to live, with most locations being in the Midwest or Northeast and offering a housing market at or below the national median home prices. Maria Becerra is Highland's redevelopment director.
I think it does put us on the map as a town that is really close to Chicago, but yet has that hometown feel. So we have our small, like Main Street district with storefronts and businesses that have been there generations. Some of them, restaurants and shops. And then on the south end, though, we do have major retail. We just had a Macy's open up about a couple of weeks ago. So you have the best of both worlds.
Homes in the town have a median listing price of $268,000 and spend a median of 19 days on the market, according to Realtor.com. Workplace safety officials are investigating the death of a southwestern Indiana man this week after he was injured at an Evansville plant. IIB's Kate Sharon has more.
The Vanderburgh County coroner said 59-year-old Christopher Payton died Monday after he suffered injuries while working on a machine at Silgan Closures America on Evansville's west side. No additional details have been released. Indiana Department of Labor spokesperson Stephanie McFarland told the Evansville Courier and Press that the state's branch of the Occupational Safety Health Administration has, quote, opened a safety compliance inspection that could take as long as 6 months. Silgan is an international company that calls itself the largest provider of food packaging products in North America. It lists among its products containers, closures, plastics, and packaging. The company said in a statement Tuesday that it is cooperating fully with OSHA and other state agencies investigating Payton's death. Kate Sharon, Inside Indiana Business, Radio on Demand.
Ivy Tech President Sue Ellspermann is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.